Dobro jutro, good morning. I apologize that I will not be giving this presentation in Serbian. I wish I could. I hope it won't be a problem. A few weeks ago, internet was, from my perspective, overflowing with news about the Swedish 6-hour workday. And all of a sudden, I get all these messages in my inbox of, oh, Sweden has now introduced a 6-hour workday. You're really in the forefront of things in Sweden in taking care of your staff. Sounds great. Only problem, it wasn't true. We have not introduced a 6-hour workday. But Sweden is still trying to be in the forefront and still trying to catch up with and to be actually in time with the digital era, the change in workforce, the change in what is the capital of companies and organizations. Because today, it is the human capital, the human talent, and that's what everyone is going to talk about today. When our parents and grandparents adapted to the Industrial Revolution, they moved into the cities and things changed drastically for them in their workplaces. And now, in the era of globalization and digitalization, things are also changing very fast. The most popular jobs today didn't even exist 20 years ago. And the human capital and talent that has to be attracted, developed, and kept at companies and organizations, they are very different from what our parents were like. And the best way of doing that, of trying to attract and develop and keep human talent, in my view, is to get to know them. Who are they? What drives them? What do they want? And it turns out that they want more than job security. They want more than a 9-to-5 job. They want more than a collective agreement on everyone's salaries. The people today that consist of, that make up the human talent, they are motivated and dedicated. They want to contribute to something bigger. They want to work for a company that stands for something. They want to work for a company that cares about social values, that takes corporate social responsibility, that has values inside the company that they want to be a part of. They also want space and freedom to manage their own work-life balance. They want to feel that they are in control of their own working day, their working methods, the tools that they use. And they love to learn and develop. And they need to be in an organization that is going to take care of their personal development as well as that of the company. They also need pats on the head and feedback and reward in a way that the generation above us didn't dream to ask for. And they need to have fun, even at work. So how can organizations today actually meet up with these requirements in order to keep talent? Well, there's a very traditional company in Sweden called Boliden. It's a mining company, and they are also struggling to keep up with attracting talent today. And there's a girl working there called Jenny, and she says, I get easily bored. I need to be part of the strategic planning of the company. I need to feel that the company is like a family and we're doing this together. And Boliden also makes great effort to show the corporate social responsibility and to show that they're not just an environmentally dangerous mining company, they're actually in the forefront of recycling and developing how recycling can become more efficient and contribute more to society. So Jenny wants to be a part of that. When we say that, oh, the new talent, they want to balance their work with life, what is it that they need? And how do we see Swedish companies today acting on that? There's a Swedish company called Netlight. Some of you might have heard of it. It's a consulting firm that consults clients at what they call edge of digitalization. They make sure that everyone has their own mentor in the company. The mentor works as a coach instead of a boss, somebody that can help regularly develop the staff and that sees them as individuals. They also make sure, according to their talent manager, that they have short decision-making procedures to make sure that people don't get stuck in administration and that they feel that they are part of the organization. They also provide things like yoga and meditation to manage stress, and they have 2 surprise conferences every year where they ship people off to unknown destinations, because they also need to have fun. So these are just ideas of and examples of how things are developing in Sweden at the moment, and how employers are more brave in giving their employees more responsibility, more freedom, and to take part in decision-making processes. They don't ask the employees when they want to come in the morning, or if they want to sit in their office or with a laptop on an island somewhere in the archipelago. But they ask for results. And when they get results, they make sure that they evaluate it, and they want to reward the people that came up with the results to make them stay in the company. This is a process. This is development. This is something that we all have to get adjusted to and adapted to. It is a new thing for employers to realize that when they call somebody for an interview, you can make sure that they're going to interview you too. As a matter of fact, the interviewee will come in and will have Googled the company and will have found out through social media if this is a company that actually lives up to its values and that takes care of its staff, or if those are just words on the website. So it will be a mutual interview. Do they want to work for you? Do you want them to work for you? And if everything is feeling a little bit much and a little bit too much of a change and too much of new routines, I have a couple of words, these are my final words, of discomfort to all of you. Actually, I'm going to quote the person in Sweden with perhaps the coolest job and the newest job. His name is Joakim Jardenberg. He's head of internet in one of the Swedish cities, Helsingborg. Head of internet. He says, when he was here in Serbia a few months ago, he says, development will never be slower than it is right now.